I'm back with another episode of Baseless Babble. This is the Giants 2025 season prediction. I'm a little late and I'm gonna try. I didn't watch the game, okay? So I actually don't know why the Giants lost to the Commanders. However, I'm going to try to avoid everything I know about this game while I do this prediction. Hmm. Okay. So, I did think we were gonna win. All right? I did. Where should I put this? Let's put it here. Now, week two against the Cowboys, I thought we were going to beat the Commanders. Hmm. Against the Cowboys, Dak Prescott. The Cowboys always beat us, man. Mm, we're at the Cowboys, and I think I think the Cowboys have like actually the ability to cover deep, which is where you would expect us to get some points. And obviously they have a good D line even without Mika Parsons. So I'd probably say this was a loss. Chiefs in week three in prime time. Ooh, fancy. Mm, damn, a prime time game? Prime time Russell Wilson? I think it's a winnable game for the Giants. Um, hmm. I think it's a winnable game for the Giants. I'm not super scared of like Chiefs running backs, so I definitely think we can tackle them and they won't get too many yards past line of scrimmage. Like I don't think their run game is going to be like out of this world. Um, I feel like we could definitely have the ability to pressure Patrick Mahomes, uh, at least at the line of scrimmage. I'm not really sure how our corners are going to do. Probably not very good, which means we'd probably get iced up, which means might be like some kind of shootout that would probably favor the Chiefs. I'm going to say we lose to the Chiefs. Chargers, okay. Now I know that going into the season, the Chargers were definitely going to be a competitive team. Mm, but didn't they just lose Joey Bosa? They lost Joey Bosa, and I'm not sold on their running backs. Um, really just depends on how Herbert plays, and he could definitely have a pedestrian night if his receivers don't show up. I think we can. This is a 1 o'clock game in New Jersey, bro. I think we can take that. We're at the Saints. I think that's a win. I think Spencer Rattler and the Saints are bums for the birds. That's how I feel about it. At the Eagles on a Thursday night. You know, we're just cursed, bro. I think Saquon Barkley would fucking destroy us. It's just kind of how it is. Mm, week seven at the Broncos. At the Broncos, afternoon game. Russell Wilson revenge game there. They did him kind of dirty, I'm not gonna lie. It's a really good defense, and I think by week seven, their offense is going to be functioning pretty high. Probably would also say this is a loss. I want to give it, I want to win that game so bad, actually, but I think it's a loss. Mm, at the Eagles again, I don't see us beating the Eagles. They just won the Super Bowl. They have Saquon Barkley. Um, their defense is good. Like, I mean, they got offensive. Their roster is really good. I mean, I hate the Eagles, bro, but I don't see it. 49ers. Okay, Brock Purdy. Hmm. Maybe Christian McCaffrey will be out for the season at this point. And you know what? I think we can actually win this. I think unironically we can win. Their defense is really good, but I mean, some teams that have good defenses but can't operate on the offense. Not that I don't think San Francisco will have a good offense, but I think even with McCaffrey, if just something goes wrong, right? If the run game goes wrong or if the receivers go wrong, I think the Giants have a really good chance to win against the 49ers. The Bears, okay, I think the Bears are going to be good this year. Um, I think the Bears are going to be good. At Soldier Field, I feel like Giants players always get hurt when we go to Chicago. So I'm gonna say, do we win or lose? But we're gonna have somebody go out for the season in this game. Um, oh yeah, by this time the Giants might have a quarterback change after 3 losses in a row. Maybe okay, so like week 9, Jackson Dart or Jameis Williams starts, and then they get a hot win, and then they go to the Bears, and they either win or lose, or Russell Wilson is still in at week 10, and he gets a season-ending injury, and then Jackson Dart starts, and he looks good, but we lose. Okay. Okay, against the Packers, Jordan Love and that offense looks good. Their defense should be pretty good. Um, Matt LaFleur trying to win a few more and lock in a playoff spot, I would assume, in the middle of November. Mm, we're home against the Packers. Something tells me Jordan Love is not going to like the air, and that game is going to be a big ground and pound from Josh Jacobs. I don't know. They got a lot of receivers over there. They can definitely mix stuff up, especially in the end zone. It's a 1 o'clock game, November 16th. Hmm. It's gonna be a brisk day. Like I can feel it. I know what that weather's like. I don't know if the Giants are ready for that weather, though. I don't know. I'm over here talking about the weather. I think we're gonna lose. Mm, okay, the Lions. That's Thanksgiving, right? No, Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. I'm an idiot. That's Thanksgiving weekend though. The Lions, bro. What is Jared Goff gonna over at the Lions? So Jared Goff has to fight off Dexter Lawrence, dude. Man, I feel like Dex is gonna have a big game here. We're gonna win. The Patriots, December 1st, December football in New England. Most of my life has been a scary thing to watch for many teams. I think Drake May, hopefully he's healthy. I'd like to see a little Drake May action during this game. Maybe a Drake May Jackson Dart game would go hard. I think the Giants are gonna run the ball on the Patriots, dude. I think Tyrone Tracy and maybe I don't know how involved Scatabo is gonna be, and we got Devin Singletary too, and maybe one of our quarterbacks will be mobile, and I think we have a better roster, so I'm gonna take a win there. As you know, the bye week is a win for the Giants. It's one of sometimes, some seasons it's one of the only wins we get. I mean, we were 3-14 last season, so with the bye week, we were 4-14, and that made the season significantly better, viewing wise, the fact that we had a bye week, because I didn't have to watch losing Giants football. Also, it's good for the roster to stay healthy until you ride a quad in the sand dunes and fuck up your finger and then get traded to the Packers and become the highest paid safety in the league. Or go on a boat or something. I don't know. There's so many things that can go wrong on the bye week for the Giants, and it usually just leads to a losing season or an already lost season. It things that happen on the bye week cause us to lose next season. That's how I feel about the Giants. The Commanders again. So I have us winning against the Commanders. Um, More so by a surprise. Like I think they're beatable, but it's more so by a surprise. So over here, I think it's gonna be a loss. I think that's only fair. The Vikings, I think we can beat the Vikings. I think we can beat the Vikings, depending on I don't know we got that guy from the Titans, right? The defensive coordinator. If he can cook up like just some kind of zone to deal with Justin Jefferson, and if our linebackers play well this season and Hawkinson doesn't get too involved, I feel like the passing options for JJ McCarthy are going to be quite limited if that's possible. It's a stretch, but it's possible, and I'm not too scared of the Vikings defense, so I'm going to say this is a win. The Raiders. Oh, Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, in Las Vegas. Mm, I think Las Vegas might be a little too big for the Giants right now. I'm gonna say that's a loss. The Raiders are gonna play some super simplistic football, and they're gonna win games with it. Um, okay, Cowboys last week. So normally at this point, the Cowboys are either not making the playoffs or prepping to lose in the first round of playoffs, which means that it's a divisional game. Like I'm sure they'll try. Um, I'm sure they'll try. I don't think it's going to be a situation where they bring in a backup quarterback. It's not even Trey Lance down there, and it's not Cooper Rush. I don't know who the backup is. Um, Man, it would feel so good to beat the Cowboys because I assume this is a losing season for us. I mean, what is that? 8 wins? Holy shit, I have us getting 8 wins after all these losses? No way. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have us at 8-9 right now. Oh, that is a bye week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-9? I have us at 7-9. Can we get to 8-9 on a losing season against the Cowboys in the last week on a cold January day? Start the year off right? Or is it going to be a typical Giants game where we get blown out by the Cowboys at the end of the year. Um, you know what? If Russell Wilson only plays one season for us, I need him to use all of his Russell Wilson magic to beat the Cowboys, to deny them access to the playoffs. I like desperately need that as a Giants fan. So that I think that's 8 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 8 and 9. I got the Giants going 8 and 9.